How you doing, everybody? This is Jonathan King from the ClinchReport.com and PugilPix.com. I am here with the new Tai Chi Palace 155-pound champion, Christos Giagos. Christos, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Great. Big title fight for you. I know you've won a world title in, what was it, Respect in the Cage earlier. Tai Chi Palace is an iconic promotion, been around for a long time. Poppies Martinez, a man that you lost to, was there to crown you. Talk us through the moment.
Well, I was training for the fight on that Tai Chi card for the same day, and then my opponent got hurt, so I wasn't gonna fight. I thought I wasn't gonna fight. We tried finding a new opponent. Then I was iffy about taking a short notice fight versus to train for a new opponent on short notice. So I just kind of thought I wasn't gonna fight. Then my manager called me, said there's an offer for the title because that guy Kane got hurt. So at that point, I was just like, you know what, let's do it. I don't want to say no and then regret it later, knowing I know I can win. So I took the fight, and I came out on top. Savak is a really experienced fighter, good judo, good jiu-jitsu. And yeah, Poppies was there. He's actually a cool guy. He crowned me the champ, and it was a great experience.
You're a guy that's been fighting in the Southern California scene for a while now. You have notable wins over guys like the late, great Joe Camacho, Thor Skanky. Now 9-2 the Tai Chi belt. I know you're probably looking to defend. What's in the future for you? And how far off do you see your future being?
Well, I was hoping after this fight I can get a call by the UFC, but that's just me getting excited. There's always a chance of taking a short notice fight. Someone gets hurt. UFC, I have a great manager who always gets opportunities for his clients. But right now they want me to fight for the RFA title in South Dakota versus Dakota Cochran.
Dakota Cochran.
Yeah, Cochran. And he's very experienced. He wins over Jamie Varner. He just beat Efren, Ultimate Fighter winner, Efren Escudero. Yeah, I'm really bad at last names.
Escudero.
Yeah, Escudero. I'm really bad at last names. But so this is gonna be a tough fight, and from my manager's word, and I win this fight, I'm in the UFC. So hopefully it all goes good.
Now, there are a lot of guys out there with padded records. None of them seem to be coming from Systems Training Center. Guys like you, Terrion Ware, John Robles, you guys fight a murderer's row of fighters between 135 and 155 pounds, all beasts. Is that something about the gym? Is that you guys want to test each other, test against the best at all times? You're not looking for a win that doesn't mean anything?
Well, yes and no. We try to match up fights that are at least good fights for us. So say for example, we have a guy doing his pro debut. We try to find somebody who's 1-0, doing their pro debut, 0-1, somewhere around that range, 0-2 or 1-1, somewhere on the same skill level at least. You know what I mean? It's the first fight. You don't want to go with somebody 3-0. You know what I mean? And take it that tough a fight for your first opponent. But then say you go 3-0, 3-1. Then you've got the little bit of experience. So then they'll put you up with some. We'll try to match you up if there's an offer for a guy who's 4-0 or 5-1, good guy, then we'll do it. You know what I mean? So it's just we try to be pretty even about it. We definitely don't try to patent fights, fight if we're 5-1, try to fight someone who's 1-4. You know what I mean? We try not to do that too much. But I'm sure there's times where coming off a two-loss, well, if you lose 2 fights in a row, then your record is a little bad, so you try to match up with someone around your record. So we go by records a little bit, or if there's a good opportunity, sometimes it just takes it. So for example, Dima, he fought, Chinzo Machida was a big name, and Dima was coming off a loss, but he didn't want to miss up the opportunity, so he said, let's do it. So it's stuff like that.
Now, you fought Savak Magakian on a short notice fight. You touched on it a little bit. Are you the type of fighter that trains specifically for the opponent that you're fighting, or are you the type of fighter that just worries about what he has to do in the cage?
I definitely like to know my opponent's style, and then I train versus that style, what my game plan would be. So I didn't get to train too much for Savak because I took it a week and a half notice. So all I knew was that he's a judo guy and a leg lock specialist. So the 1 week and a half I had, I worked on, with some judo guys, trying to defend it, let them try stuff, and just, being defensive about it, leg locks, how to defend it, and how to capitalize. But I like to have a game plan with somebody. I know what their main style is, usually. So if it's like a stand-up guy, I like to take it down. If he's a ground guy, I like to keep it standing. I feel like I'm pretty well-rounded on the feet to the ground. So, yeah, I definitely like to game plan and train for a certain opponent for a long period of time, like 5, 6 weeks.
Okay. Now, all the hard work that you put in, the time in the gym, blood, sweat, tears, how did all of that, what emotions were going through your head the minute you cinched in that triangle, the minute you knew, the second you knew that he was going to tap, that the fight was going to be over?
Well, I sunk it in, and I knew it was pretty tight, but I didn't know how much time was left. I knew we were in the cage for a while, so I thought he was just trying to hold on until time was off. And so I started cranking the arm, and then he switched, and I felt it just get deeper, and I was like, I have it. And I knew I had it. I was just hoping he would tap. He was kind of narrow, so I didn't know if it was really choking him, but once he tapped, that second, the first person I thought about was my dad. Him driving all the way down there to see me when he's struggling with work, and to see he came down the last time and I had lost, and I saw how much I broke his heart. So I knew if I would have lost again, that would have been really bad. So like once I won, seeing him was like the eye opener. It was one of the happiest moments of my life, to be honest.
Your dad's celebration in
Yeah.
the cage was one of the epic celebrations of all time. Your training partners, they all seemed happier than you did at the time. Were you in shock?
Yeah, I was a little in shock. I was just like, it was like such a great moment that I was just like letting it sink in. I didn't want to like celebrate too much, and respect to my opponent, but I was just enjoying the feeling, and like the crowd was happy, and my friends and family. I had everyone, like my closest people to me were there. Besides like 2 or 3 that couldn't make it, a lot of my best friends were there. My main family members, and some of my top training partners I train with were all there. So just for them being there and seeing me and seeing my dad's face, like I saw his face glow. It was the happiest moment of my life.
Great, and now we can look forward to seeing you fighting in RFA?
Yeah, I just signed with them. So, they want me to fight Dakota August 22nd, but I'm just waiting on the actual confirmation.
The finalization?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much, everybody. This is Jonathan King from the ClinchReport.com and PugilPix.com. I am here with Christos Giagos, the Tachi Palace 155-pound champion, soon to be RFA 155-pound champion. Thank you very much.
Thank you.